On our engineering product special, our next story is the turnaround tale of a company that manufactures all kinds of steel pipes and tubes. Located in Ghaziabad near Delhi, this company is today catering to the needs of all kinds of sectors, from agriculture and oil and gas to construction and much more. Take a look. Rahul Agarwal, a travel enthusiast and a second-generation entrepreneur who always wanted to export products just so he could travel around the world. So when his father acquired a loss-making company called Garg Tubes with the idea of moving into manufacturing, Rahul took it upon himself to turn the company around with the help of his business partner Ganesh Agarwal.
We acquired it because we wanted to be in a manufacturing unit, because we don't want it to be in a trading zone. So manufacturing was a good opportunity. And rather than setting up a new plant, so we thought of having we overtook this plant.
Caribbean sector है, यूरोप में है, आयरलैंड, यूके और गल्फ में और कोलंबो, इन सब कंट्रियों में एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं.
Today, Garg Tubes makes all kinds of steel pipes and tubes at its manufacturing plants in Ghaziabad in Uttar Pradesh and exports them across the world. The company has 3 rolling units for black pipes and 1 plant to manufacture galvanized pipes. Its products are widely used in the areas of construction, oil and gas, agriculture, furniture, and many other steel products like fish nets, fencing, etc. With a consistent growth rate of 8 to 10% for the last 4 years, Garg Tubes has kept its focus strictly on quality and competitive pricing.
हम सबसे पहले एचआर कॉइल की केमिकल कंपोजिशन चेक करवाते हैं, उसके बाद में उसकी फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज चेक करते हैं, और उसके बाद में जब हम इसको स्लेडिंग करते हैं, स्लेडिंग पे इसकी वेट वगैरह और थिकनेस मेंटेन करते हैं. उसके बाद में ट्यूब मिल में इसके डायमीटर, वेट, थिकनेस और इसकी जो टेस्टिंग है, बेंड टेस्ट वगैरह हैं, फ्लैटिंग टेस्ट है जॉइंट के लिए और प्रेशर टेस्ट है, उसको मेंटेन करते हैं.
The company has an ability to manufacture both tubular as well as flat products in the steel segment and has an installed capacity of 60,000 metric tons per annum. With a skilled workforce of 225 people working round the clock to meet the ever-growing international demand, Garg Tubes has today achieved an annual turnover of 125 crore rupees.
See, there are only 3 unique selling points. That's price, quality and commitment. In today's world, everybody can sell anything, whatever you want. But again, if you have a good customers and you don't want them to leave you. So I think so these 3 factors plays a very vital role.
Is the competition tough in the international market?
Yes, it is. You have your competition not only from India. There are a lot of people who try to export it in such countries. You have a competition from Indian people, plus you have a competition from other countries as well. For example, if we talk about Gulf, then it's very hard to export in Gulf at the moment because China doesn't have an anti-dumping duty over there, and so we cannot match their prices.
What's the biggest challenge of being an SME?
To compete with the larger companies, that is our biggest challenge, because for example, like if I manufacture 35,000 tons, a big player over there will manufacture somewhere near like 3 million tons a year. So he can definitely sideline me anytime with his pricing policies.
You're also into the domestic market, right? So what's your biggest challenge there, and how different is it to deal with domestic and international consumers?
Domestic and export, they are really totally a different area, because one of the major differences, like when you export the material, you get the currencies, foreign currency. So the fluctuation over there is huge nowadays. So that is either a benefit or a loss. Moreover, now like the domestic industry is not the same like it was 4 years or 5 years back. People have understood this thing that because of the freight, and because of the diesel and the petrol prices, the freight has gone up a lot. So it's not viable for North India people to sell their material in South India, like Bangalore, Hyderabad. We are facing a lot of difficulties. So a lot of big people have already moved their plants or have one more production unit in the south, or for example in Gujarat or Bombay or somewhere. So they sell the products over there itself. So we localization. It's become an area-to-area work basis.
What are the strengths that you gain from being in the Indian market?
Globally, Indian market, there is a very easy availability of our raw material, which also help us to then commit to our deliveries, timely deliveries, sometimes quick deliveries. So this is one edge I think so all Indian manufacturers have.
Not just easy availability of raw material, it's also the never say die spirit of Indian entrepreneurs that helps them succeed in the international arena. In a sector that's ruled by large enterprises, it's companies like Garg Tubes that are leading the way for Indian SMEs to create a niche for themselves in the global market.
China. This is an issue not just for Garg Tubes, but also for most Indian companies. And China can be beaten. And the way to beat China is to change the game. If you're playing the game saying, defining my product as a pipe, and I will sell you the pipe at the cheapest cost, you will lose that game, or it will be very, very difficult to win that game. But if you change your product to say, okay, fine, I'm not so much going to be in the pipe business, I'm going to be in the piping solutions or the fluid transmission, the fluid transport business, change the game. And that solutions plastic will be one part of it, knowledge will be one part of it, after sales service will be one part of it, maintenance will be one part of it, labor will be one part of it, financing can be one part of it. If you define the business as a piping solutions business, you will find a way to win. So